see the big orange overload in front of us, he'd probably start singing Rocky Top. Welcome, everyone, to the shores of the Tennessee River, Neyland Stadium, home of the Volunteers. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Tennessee Volunteers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Sooners will kick it away to start. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Tennessee's offense will start this game off. We've got a battle that you two are going to love, and so is everybody else for that matter. High-octane offense, stonewall defense. As they say, something's got to give, Jesse.
Yeah, this is a classic example here of the unstoppable force versus the immovable object, right? Something has got to give, and you really got to dive into the X's and O's in a game like this because every single individual matchup on the field matters when these two teams play each other.
Yeah, and these are just fun, right? Like great versus great. Like who's going to win and what style's going to prevail. Both these teams have been able to impose their will week after week on their opponents. Now, high-powered matchup. Who's going to get the win?
Out of the gun, the inside give. Just a pickup of a couple out to the 15-yard line.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Got it in the middle, it's Staley. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
The Vols come to the line with a fresh set of downs. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Off play action. Pressure coming. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, it looked like the offense had a rhythm here early in the drive, getting a first down, but I don't know about that play call. Going deep on 3rd down, low percentage throw, it falls incomplete. And all that momentum that was established early in the drive, that's gone away now if you have to punt.
On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
caught in the backfield. It's Gibson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Such a great job by the defense winning on early downs. What does that mean now? It means third and long. Third and long, now I go to dime packages, to nickel packages. I'm taking linebackers off the field and bringing on DBs to really cover more guys and have more speed on the field.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Oh, that's a missed opportunity. You know the quarterback was excited. He saw man coverage. He thought he was going to have an opportunity to come up with a big play, but up front they could not protect him well enough.
And the Sooners will line up to punt it away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. So here is the Tennessee offense. RPO complete to open the drive. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Ooh, and that was close for the offense. They try to go wide receiver screen. They're counting on that receiver beating that defender. Wasn't able to make a miss that time, but if I'm on offense, I'm going back to that play later.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Running back searching for a hole. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great ball running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Right back to the well. Oh, he's got some space. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches, and this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football, well then fine, I'm going to pull the ball right now and to use your aggressiveness against you. But if you want to sit back, then fine, I'm going to give the ball right now and get a little...
Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Looking downfield, it's Aguilar. Makes the grab. That'll be enough for a first down, and they've got it at the 16-yard line.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. He'll pull it on the read. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete on the right side. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And they'll send out the field goal unit. Absolutely perfect. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
After putting 3 on the board, the kickoff unit ready to go. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. Gets the toe down, but didn't go forward at all. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. Caught over the middle. It's Ott. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. And he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. Unloads to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up.
We talked to the coaches coming into this one. They know field position was going to be a huge factor for them winning this one. They had a really nice punt earlier in this game. Great job getting down and covering it. Won't surprise me if they decide to play it safe again here on 4th.
They boot it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. They believe in this running game, and they take it all the way down to the 25 before he goes out of bounds.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the 1st quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Tennessee leads it. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the 2nd period. And the Vols have pushed it inside the 20. Give to the back. Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down. And you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that 1st.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. To the ground. He's got it again. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Trying to punch it in. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And on that situation on the 1-yard line, the defense brings so many guys. Palmer gets in the backfield, creates the negative play.
Yeah, I think we're seeing the overall athleticism of this defense. They've got guys flying to the ball.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
He'll be run out of bounds, but we've got laundry on the field. Let's see what that's about. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. The lead now 6 here in the second.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. Looks like he's going to try to return it. And the returner goes down. That's caught. It's Gibson. And it is a good idea to gang tackle. First guy couldn't get him. Second guy finally did. Guys, Oklahoma's transition to the SEC in 2024 taught them a lesson that you might be able to get by at times without offensive consistency, but you won't thrive. So what kind of pressure, David, is the new guy under center under?
A lot of pressure, but obviously the experience, the transfer over. He was the top guy at that spot in the transfer portal. You bring in a new offensive coordinator, new weapons around him, so a revamped new Oklahoma offense. They're hoping they'll match their defense, and those wins will go up and up and up.
The Sooners can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. The give to the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground into plus territory, and they get him out of bounds at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Sooners, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. To the air, it's Mateer. He just got rid of that one to save the down. Didn't see anything he liked. Backed up now, here's second and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. Gets him down at the 26. Big play there. Give him 15 yards on the gain, and they move the sticks. Ball marked at the 26. It's first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out on the screen to the wide receiver. And good blocking and space out there to give him enough room to pick up the first down. The Sooners didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pulls and throws off the RPO. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. To the ground with the back. Made a defender miss. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Lining up for the point after and the lead. And they move on top with the extra point, 7-6. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Bishop. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They've had a couple of drives bogged down, had to settle for field goals, and now they'll try to get it into the end zone this time. Gets it out just short of the 20, out of bounds at the 19-yard line, and a little more room to operate.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
They'll run play action. He's got an open man. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And the Volunteers have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Aguilar. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Staley. And he was off to the races. Finally tipped up at the 36.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. How about the mix of play calls on this drive? 3 runs, 3 passes, and now they're in business.
Man, just keeping the defense completely off balance. When you think it's a run, it's a pass. When you think it's a pass, it's a...
He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Tennessee.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Fires to the tight end.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
The Sooners have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to pass. It's Mateer. Finds the tight end. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Huggins. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Great job by the offense. Listen, if the defense is going to sit back in zone, you know what you got to do. Run those crossers across the formation. Those guys that are looking at the quarterback, they're not trying to pick up receivers all the time. Make those precise throws, right in those holes, get those first downs, get those big chunks.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. It's Gibson. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver, creating enough separation to create a positive game.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful start to things in Knoxville here today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Neyland Stadium.
The Volunteers will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Caught in the backfield, it's Gibson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, that receiver's looking at his teammates like, guys, what's up? You're not going to block for me on the screen? Seriously? No, I just lost yards on a screenplay. How does that happen?
And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. Caught near the sidelines. He'll pick up a few before going out of bounds.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Neyland Stadium alive. A cauldron of orange noise on third down. Just keep slinging it. Here's a heat. Got out of trouble and throws. With the catch, it's Huggins. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And the QB just makes it look easy. Drop back, surveys the field, makes the correct decision, throws the ball where his receiver can catch it, doesn't put it in harm's way. That's a really good quarterback making it look easy.
The Sooners have this offense rolling. They'll give it to the back. Finding an escape route. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Grabbed over the middle. It's Gibson. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Defense just didn't have an answer there on the slant throw. Once the completion was made, they just couldn't get to the ball carrier and get him down on the ground.
The Sooners will line it up on 1st and 10. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Sooners! Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Setting up for the extra point that would put them on top. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
From the gun, give on the inside. Knocked down after picking up 5 out to the 24.
And those little runs, man, they don't look great in the box score, but I love when an offense stays on schedule, and it makes those third downs more manageable, easier, harder to attack me now from the defensive perspective, trying to get to me. So it's an easy, simple play for this offense, but I love it.
Dropping back, it's Aguilar. Catch in the middle, it's Matthews. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
And it's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
This offense is feeling itself right now, and momentum's coming along with them. That's caught. It's Jefferson. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
A A lot of times on second down, you're thinking pass, especially second, maybe in a little bit long. Really good job by the offense, committing to the running game, getting the first down really easily.
The Vols back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll ride the hot hand.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
And the Vols come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. The play action fake. Fires to the right. Incomplete. Looked as if he had his man, but just a misfire from this senior. Not sure exactly what went haywire there, but the timing was just off.
And that's your job as a defense, right? You got to find a way to disrupt the timing and jam wide receivers or get to the quarterback and make him feel uncomfortable, but you can't let that timing be easy and effortless. Nice job by the defense.
He has the first and still on his feet.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
And the Volunteers kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. On the run, it's Thomas. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Turning it on! He is like a loose boulder just rolling to the 32.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
The Volunteers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll run the option. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line, a loss of 1.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense, stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Absolutely center cut. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. On the move from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This drive will open from the 15. Looking for room. It's Ott. Gets it past the marker. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And a great job by the offensive line. If you're going to run the ball right at the middle, you better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Mateer. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Quarterback on the keeper. Running to Green. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. If you like old school running games, this has been the game for you and a couple of guys who've starred through the first 3 periods. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. And the Sooners send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Now on the return. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. So here is the Tennessee offense. Leaves it with the running back. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits.
Yeah, and that's the hard thing about these QBs that can move and run all over the place and give you so many options is that didn't even look like much, but he chews up so much yardage and gets those little gains that just death by 1,000 cuts that continue to happen with this offense.
He'll pull it on the read. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
And this defense, they were ready for that 3rd down. That you could tell they smelt the option coming, did a great job, aggressive, downhill, went and got it, got the tackle for a loss, forcing the 4th down.
The Vols will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. And they'll get him down after the return at the 27-yard line. Snagged in the middle, it's Gibson. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down.
And you've created some great momentum, getting the stop, forcing the punt, now getting it back to your offense. Your offense starting to get in a groove. Late in the game, you need some big plays.
You just wonder how much panic there is right now on the defensive side of the football, too, because of what you just said, David. They can feel and sense the momentum leaving them right now with the lead. So someone defensively better step up here soon and make a play.
And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, that's just tough, hard-nosed running. You need 1 yard to get, let the running back figure it out.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Got a man, it's Burks. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
The Sooners with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. He'll keep it himself. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense. Understand, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that something to the ground.
Big 3rd down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Quarterback on the keeper. Inside the 40. Across the 25, he's got room. Stopped and forced out of bounds at the 21-yard line, just outside the red zone, and they are looking to get one in here. The Sooners are moving quickly down the field. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Grab behind the line. It's Gibson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Third down, and these fans trying to make it impossible to communicate. To the air. It's Mateer. Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They move on top here in the fourth.
And some of these guys make it look so easy, but these are tight windows down here, man. There's not a lot of space in the field, and he drops back, knows exactly where he's going with the football, throws it in there, makes the play, and more importantly, now his team is in the lead in the fourth quarter.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 5. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and the finisher, an 18-yard touchdown throw. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot, and now let's see if they can pull this one out.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. On the ground, it's Thomas. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
Well, this running back has had a pretty good day so far in this game, and I think the key right now is for the defense to find a way to slow him down. He had a good run 2 plays ago. The defense gets the TFL on this one. I think you got to change up your fronts defensively and try to give this offensive line different alignment looks to see if they can confuse him.
Wants to throw. It's Aguilar. Throws to the wideout. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on 3rd down brings us to 4th.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
And the Vols will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Makes it past the marker. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Just inside the 40-yard line. It's 1st and 10 from the 39. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gibson. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Great play by the cornerback. He was just way too physical at the point of attack. He beat his man trying to block, and he tackled that receiver on the screen.
Got it in the middle. It's Sategna. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out. It's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland on 3rd down. To the air, it's Batir. Oh, they're after him. Headed to the end zone. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. And the quarterback takes the snap and kneels down.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Trying to power it in. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Two things you're thinking about here offensively is, one, you want to take as much time off the clock. But two, you really want to score another touchdown and make this a 2-possession game. You could almost ice it if you can find a way to get in the end zone here. Just take your time. Don't snap it too quickly.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. The quarterback takes a knee. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two teams, but people maybe outside of conference affiliation looking in, because this is a ranked matchup. So when you get this win, this is huge in the eyes of the committee with respect to the college football playoff. This win just means more.
I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, for the college football playoff picture, how big is it to get a big win, a ranked win, who now you're probably going to be matched up head-to-head with who's better, who's going to make the playoff. Big feather in the cap, big day for them.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.